troubleshooting all goddamn morning. You know, it's the simplest things that make you chase your f***ing tail, right? So last night, we started tuning this car, and the car's a direct injection and port injection. So we still use the DI, right? But not as much as secondary injection. So on the gate, made 795 on the gate, rear wheel horsepower. We turned it up, and up top, like not an aggressive misfire, but a slight misfire. We've all been building cars for a long time, so we know that sound. Truth be told, it's the sound of death, okay? So, quickly, the log looks good, the fuel trims are good. We're like, what the f is going on? So, you know, Tony's like, yo, you might want to check the plugs. It's a new car, it has 800 miles. But okay. We close the gap on the plugs. I make a hit on the dyno. I'm pump gas, good. Come in this morning thinking, oh, we're good. Turn the power up, misfire again. So all right, let's buy another set of plugs. Put another set of plugs in. And now we're not abusing it, so the moment we hear it, we let out of it. So you take all things into consideration. It's like the fucking new car, yada yada, but you know, as Junior said, electrical shit goes bad. So put another set of coils in it. It still doesn't. So then we start checking individual injectors, and sure enough, injector 1 on the port injection side, the wire was slightly pulled back. Something you wouldn't be able to see when you're installing. You'd have to like sit there and you know, usually what I do is I snug on the harnesses. Probably snugged on that one a little bit too hard, causing it to pull back just a little bit where it wasn't firing the injector. So we fixed it, made a hit. The car made how much?
1038.
1038 wheel horsepower on 12 pounds. Bad, huh?
Some salsa right there, baby.
Just another Tuesday afternoon. So, I mean, people don't. Clearly, as you can see, the exhaust isn't fully on. So we get to this point, we don't put the tips on until the end because the tips have adjustment length. It's a slip fit, so then Nick will adjust it accordingly to where the outlet of the bumper is. So since we dyno the cars without a bumper, we don't even put that part on yet. So we just put this center section on. So it's kind of cool. As Junior was saying, it does a light show.
Real nice light show.
Nick was just counting earlier how many twin turbo cars he's built this, kits he's built this year. 8?
8 since like
January.
Yeah, since like December 30th.
Since we got back from vacation. So that's averagely what, 4 V10s a month on average. So that's our goal is to do anywhere from 4 to 6. No, that's 4 to 6 a month is our goal this year. As you guys know, we've been really now shipping kits all over the country. You could Alonzo will drop a picture here. The car from Costa Rica, pretty cool. Kenny and his tech Christian totally killed it. We shipped them a full kit, bolt up R8 kit, and the funny thing is I was assembling this car as Christian was assembling that car in Costa Rica, and I'd be eating, right, and he's like, hey, what do you want me to do here? I was like, hang the turbos, do this and do this. And I'm doing my thing, and then I get a message from him. Hey, I'm ready for the next step. I'm like, what? You ready for the next step? He's like, shows me a video. I'm like, man, this guy moves quick. So then I didn't even draw. Did I even draw him a diagram of the lines? I didn't even draw him a diagram. He kind of just figured it out on his own. I told him it's kind of common sense, but common sense ain't so common anymore. So then I kind of told him what he needed to do, and they caught the car fired and running on Saturday. Literally built it as quick as we do it when we do them every day. So shout out to Christian in Costa Rica. Yeah, Costa Rica, first twin turbo V10 in Costa Rica. Do they even got roads out there?
Wow.
on the dirt roads.
It's like the DR. You ever been in the DR?
Yeah.
Fuck. You know, little mopeds jumping over shit.
So we did that, and then what other kit? Oh, Dane, our client, now becoming a friend of ours. Dane from North Carolina, he got a Stage 2 Plus kit. So essentially this package, the turbo kit, the Motec, the clutch, and the flex fuel. And him and his buddy after work, you know, Dane owns a pretty successful business, would go in the garage and tinker on the car just to show you how simple we make these kits for you, for the end user to install. Is that after work, you know, they spent the month putting this car together, and now they have a 1100 horsepower car. And then a cool project we did, I didn't even know about this. Goes to tell you I'm getting old. Check this out. Okay, so.
Rosie Bird.
Yeah, you know what that is?
Yeah, when are we doing something?
He already has it, he's a twin turbo R8.
What's up, bro? from us?
Yeah.
What?
So during SEMA, I met these gentlemen from a shop called Car Effects from Jersey. And from what I see, they do a lot of like wraps and rims and just super loud, right? So, no. So they do all that dude's cars, his Bugatti and everything. And when I met him at SEMA, apparently the rapper wanted a twin turbo R8, and the guy was like, well, maybe we'll just buy your car. And I didn't know who they were speaking for. And then, so they ended up just buying a turbo kit. We shipped it to him, and Bill and I, their tech, spent, hours going back and forth, walked him through the install, got the car running, and got that car done. It's pretty wild. But I didn't even know who the rapper was until he played the song yesterday. I was like, damn, this dude's pretty fun. I thought it was just some like some bootleg rapper kid, you know what I'm saying? But apparently he was a big deal. So shout out to Bill at Car Effects for that build. He did a good job. So yeah, more and more, we're just shipping kits all over the country, all over the world, and just kind of, making an impact. So, did you hear that sound? That's when Tony texted me. Looking good. You said you want to keep it easy on this one. This is my typical conversations with Tony. Looking good. You said you wanted to keep it easy on this one. How far we want to go? 13 psi. One more psi, we good. Sends me this. At least we have fun.
Shrek move. One more PSI, please.
Oh no! He sent me the kitty one. Check it out.
Yeah, they do. That's what I was talking about. The Shrek one, the cat.
It's stressful. It's stressful. I'm like the biggest panicker you'll ever meet. Like, low-key, I probably had a stroke in my time. Nothing to be proud of because of how much anxiety I give myself. I freak out over the littlest shit, and it's good and bad. I think me freaking out so easy has caused our business to grow the way it has and so quickly. I take everything fucking serious, I always think worst case scenario, which isn't always good. But yeah, I mean, situations like what we experience right now is troubleshooting. It goes to show you when having a good team really shines. You could have a guy that's good at building something. You could have a guy that's good mechanic. You could have a guy that is good at selling stuff. You could have a guy that's good at editing pictures. But if you guys can't work together as one, you don't have a team. And like situations as like this car and all the little ones that we had, we don't post a lot, but I mean, nobody builds these cars and puts parts on them and fucking goes on their way singing Kumbaya, right? It doesn't work that way. There's always issues. Do we have these down pretty fucking good where the percentage of us having issues is very slim? Yeah. I build these literally in a muscle memory perspective, meaning that as I'm assembling these cars, I'm not really thinking about it too much. I'm still clearly focused and doing the best job that I can, but what I'm referring to is we do so many of them. It's become a repetitive thing where it's muscle memory, right? Like you getting in and out of your car, the way you walk, etc. But problems like this, we go back to the basics. Like Nick and I have years and years of drag racing professionally, where the team that we were on and ran was as successful as it was year after year after year of championship wins is because it wasn't when things went good, it was when things went bad, and our team just operated. If you looked at our team in the pits, the professional race team, we knew what we had to do, how to troubleshoot, how to fix and get done in and out, A to B, A to B. So we go back to our drag racing days and know what sounds to look for, what to go look for, how the cars act, etc. And we take all that and throw it to these. A lot of people are like, oh, you guys jumped in the, you guys build twin turbo Lambos. Listen, it's an air pump engine. It's a mechanical fucking engine. So if you understand the dynamics of a mechanical engine, fueling, boost, spark, timing, you can build anything. I mean, that's why we build these. I mean, I started, my business in 2014 selling Honda parts, and 6 years later I'm building Lambos. Moral of that is that understanding dynamics of things, and take the name out of it. Take the name. It does not matter. Clearly when shit goes wrong, it's a lot more expensive. That UI. So we're loading the last revision to Tim's car. Small tweaks, last hit, and then we put it back on the lift and do final assembly, and we should have this in Tim's Porsche on the way back to them at the end of the week. So, and then we build their next cars. Let's get to the show.
real horsepower.
What's today? Tuesday? Tuesday? Taco Tuesday, baby. We're gonna go eat. Let's go eat. You guys wanna go? You guys can go with us. After eating, we're gonna take this off this, put it all together, have Nick put the Tipuses on there, put some filters on here. Then I gotta drive it home. Poor me. I gotta drive these things home. Set it all up, different map calibrations. Definitely gotta input traction control. The problem is, see that tire? See that tire? All good. Anything above, honestly, 750 wheel, it's just gonna be a spin fest. So, probably gonna call Tim right now, see if we could at least put some 888s on the back for him. If he'd be cool with that, just so stay a little happier. And then that way we could dial in the traction control and all that. Because traction control, Tony sets it all up based off of the tire. Clearly, the tire, right? Because different tire compounds take different. And so set up the traction control and then send it home. Back to Ohio she goes. And then I think he's sending us his McLaren 720. And I think he's gonna build another R8 in an all-wheel drive platform, but for his drag package. So that one will have all the transmission bells and whistles as it's all-wheel drive. Yeah, Tim and his sons want a car they think he'd get into, go to the track, go 8 seconds, drive it home, and just have the time of their life. So we're gonna build an all-wheel drive R8. What else we got? Oh, big shout out to Roy in Florida. Follow him. Super successful bodybuilder and trainer out of Florida. He has a 2020 R8. Beautiful car, and he's been kind of eyeing us for a couple months. He didn't know if he wanted to go supercharger or turbocharger. So like I do in any other perspective, when you ask me for the pros and cons, I tell you. Like I always state, supercharger platforms are great, but there's pros and cons to everything. And all I did was say the pros and cons. He did his research. Clearly, I'm sure he's seen all our successful packages that we have out there. Spoke to a lot of people on our team, clients from all over the country. And so his car now is booked. It's on its way here, so we're building that next. We're doing a local guy here. Drives, I believe he has the world record holding trophy truck, 2,500 horsepower off-road truck. Super adrenaline junkie. I took him for a ride in my R8, and he went and bought an R8 from our buddies at West Coast Exotic Cars. So he'll be getting our Stage 2 Plus drag package as well. I think we get that car today or something. So yeah, stay tuned. A lot of fun stuff.
For everybody that asks how we get the color, it's with this magic rag.
God damn, Nick, you should have showed everybody how you could build an exhaust, put it on out, and use pry bars to get it on.
This is how we put the magic color on it. Special rag.
You guys remember Louis from the last video? So we're installing the turbo kit now. And just moving along. I'm gonna get everything done, and then literally everything. The last bit, it will be the billet intake manifold. Our machine facility just shipped them, so we should arrive tomorrow or Monday. So then we do the billet intake manifold at the end. But super excited, man. This is a badass build. But then again, they're all badass. They're all just unique. They all got their own signature. Their own style. Everybody's got their own little thing. And you hear it hit the ground. Golden, baby. This is our cash drawer. So we go in there. If the whole shop's gonna go somewhere, we take that cash. So tonight, you guys remember we went drag racing with Ryan a couple episodes ago?
So we're here at the track. We're at Fontana IFO races, and we're getting ready to do our first qualifying pass. Damn it. Started racing. I think I broke an axle.
Dude, what happened?
I think I broke an axle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to drag me, man. I let off a bit, and I'm like, this was gonna come up right
It
behind me.
freaking wheel hopped, and it's like snapped something.
Part 2. This time, Ryan upgraded to billet input and output shafts. So we're going to Irwindale, go racing. We're supposed to go racing last weekend, but we had bad weather. So we're going Thursday. I can drive all the way to fucking Irwindale. That's what we do for customers. You feel me? You gotta be there for customers when they need your support. We got the Wi-Fi card. We got the Ethernet cables. We have a Rostec just in case we clear some TCM codes. My bad, fabricator. Who's man? Alright. Anyways, we got a long drive to Irwindale. Let's roll.
Teleport right now.
Go get the bag. What's up, Holmes? That guy right there, we're gonna drag his ass tonight. Huh?
Hey, what number do you think it's gonna run?
If it goes 580s, I'm happy.
Should go 580s.
I mean, you know, nothing's ever guaranteed.
It's a Lambo, homie.
I don't mean shit. Don't even say that.
It's a Lambo,
I
bro.
don't mean nothing. Just look for the green car away. That's the old homie right there. Me and him go back. Hey, fool. How many years we go back?
Huh?
How many years? Like 12, 13?
15 years.
We used to street race together.
We used to street race together. We used to get gapped all the time. Dude, Alex was so little. He's big now. All right, man.
Leave him here!
Hey, who's man?
Come on, run!
See how it goes. So, hoping for the best. There's some fast cars out here tonight. It's like street legal drags tonight. So that Mustang just ran. It's pretty quick. So they were making announcements on the intercom that if you go faster than a 639, you gotta have a license. And I don't have a license, so this might be interesting.
Shutting down the Mustang. Let's see what they run.
It shows you the uneducated guys that prep the fucking tracks. See that guy over there? So this is where guys that line cars up. Ryan's probably not thinking. Ryan's rolling his car through water right now. It's not good. So it's not going to be a good pass because he's going to blow the tire off. He's rolling through the water then launching with water on the tire, right? So what I have to do next is I have to get a wristband and go up there with them and have them go around the water. So this pass, I'm surprised if it goes anything quick because it's just going to fucking spin.
$6.12
612 is quick. That's a 9.0 car, you know? I mean, how much power that car makes on the back half? 890, 9.0 pass still.
Gets back in and he's on the brakes.
This is the fucking man.
Hey, yo, what the f***, man?
I gotta do a little bit of lenience. Be lucky if we let him run again. If you want to see a number, to make it go fast once and then he'll kick you out. Or if not, just go slow a couple times, get
Don't
data.
prep
and
it
then,
though. Don't spray nothing when he goes.
Don't spray nothing.
I need it I need it as close as you can to that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I do though.
I know.
That's
It's
very
kinda
hard for
oxymoron.
me to do. Make it like this. I can't. I don't know.
We're
I
gonna
don't
tag
do
you in
that.
our next YouTube video. Follow this guy. He sells something called Street Bite. It's a pretty dope prep. He'll mail it to you. You guys want to go out, you know, mess around in your back streets. It makes it sticky. Makes the best.
Or your local track. Or your track.
Whatever.
But yeah.
It's time to go home. Someone right down the track, and it's just, you know, it's already 10 o'clock. So at the end of the day, you know, we came and ran Ryan's car. It went 6-1, a lot of error. He's happy, and we're just gonna improve it from here. Apparently, we're gonna have a dragster Lamborghini. So stay tuned.